let's talk about sources of cardboard. I've got a big pile of stuff that I've collected over the last week. So let's take a look at what you probably have in your recycle bin too. So this, everybody's got these Amazon boxes all over the place. You can always rip them apart too, so you can flatten them. And the other side obviously doesn't have any packaging or writing on it. My thought is, if you're making something, to maybe leave the cardboard colored exposed and the lines so people know it's cardboard, but you can paint it if you want to. So I'm going to set that off to the side. We have a couple boxes. These are packages from multiple things that are bought from big box stores like Sam's Club and Costco. And they're very heavy duty, and again, on the inside you can have exposed cardboard. So those are some sources that you might not have thought of. This is from Dial Soap, and you can see it's pretty thin. This type of thinner cardboard would be really good for making things that are going to be flexed or bent. It's easier to fold, especially if you score it. It's going to be a different color on some of it, so like that's white. Here's something you might not have thought about. This is a notebook pad. There's only a few sheets on here, so I think my wife wouldn't care if I use it. But the back part, the back is this very stiff and heavy cardboard, so you could always use that. But, probably don't waste it if you've got a huge binder already with paper. That would be not so good. So that's another source. Some other sources you may not have thought of that might be kind of cool. This is a shoebox, and the outside of it is printed with some kind of cool color. If you wanted to include color, finding pieces of cardboard that had different colors showing on it could be useful for what you're doing. So don't think about, don't forget to think about things like shoe boxes and other packages you have around. So if you're still struggling for cardboard and you really don't know what to do, here's a couple other ones. These are very small plates. They're paper plates. They're pretty stiff, so those would work. And then these are 3x5 cards, that you use for doing note cards. And these are very thin cardboard, but you could easily work with those too. So your scale might be smaller, but it might be useful. So those are some ideas about the type of cardboard you can get. Now, I know there's been some concern about possible virus infections that are on the cardboard. I'm going to say to you, keeping it out in the garage or someplace for like 2 to 3 days will definitely decrease that. But if you're very nervous about that, take a Clorox wipe or some sort of antiseptic wipe and wipe down the box, and you should be okay. All right, so I don't want anybody getting sick off of this, but if you take proper precautions, there will be like almost zero chance. Thank you.